Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to today's webinar. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Please give a thumbs up so that we can start the webinar. All right, thank you. Thank you all for joining us for a recap of the features and enhancements released in 2024. It has been an eventful year for Zoho Meeting and webinar. And in this webinar, we will showcase the new features, enhancements, and some of the latest updates we had so far in this year. We will also check out a sneak peek of the upcoming features and functionalities to improve your online collaboration and engagement in 2025. I'm Anisha, product marketer at Zoho, and I'll be your speaker for today. With over 8 years of expertise in meeting and webinar collaboration tools, I'm here to share some valuable insights and help you make the most of these powerful solutions. So let's dive in. Let's begin with a quick look at our agenda. We'll start by taking you through the key features released in 2024 for both our online meeting and webinar solutions. Next, we will look at some major enhancements that went live this year and their impact. We will then dive into this year's usage metrics and insights to see how these tools are driving value. After that, I will share a few successful customer stories and case studies that showcase real-world success with our solutions. To wrap up, I will give you a sneak peek into what's upcoming for the future. Finally, we will close the session with the question and answer segment, where our panel members will be happy to address any questions you may have in our meeting and webinar solutions. All right, so here we have highlighted some of the standout features that we introduced this year in our online meeting solution. So let's see this in detail one by one. So firstly, we have released our breakout rooms feature. So this will be helpful for you to facilitate focused discussions and better brainstorming. This also helps to improve engagement and participation among smaller groups. You can also maximize the online sessions efficiency by enabling multiple conversations to occur simultaneously at a time. So the large events can have the keynote session with the small groups with the required attendees, and for the breakout sessions, you can have the relevant sessions from the keynote session. So basically, I would say bigger virtual events can now be planned with this option with the breakout room functionality. And this way, you can reduce the distractions and have a better participation in your online meetings. So next we have personal meeting rooms. So we also added personal meeting rooms, which is an ideal way to host your private meetings and conversations. You can customize the personal space with unique meeting ID, but without compromising the security. Like you can have your custom password for that particular meeting room. And in combination with appointment booking software, users can easily use this meeting room without having to schedule separate meetings. And it is more like online consultation. And the sales team who meets the customers or clients on a regular basis uses this. So this year, the screen sharing feature just got upgraded in Zoho Meeting with a couple of new feature additions like sharing your screen with your system audio. And we also have added the annotation tool. So you can share your screen with audio playing directly from your system, which is perfect for your presentations, product demonstrations, and training sessions. If you're doing any learning courses, online trainings, it will be perfect. And as I said, we've also introduced the annotation tool this year to help you add notes, comments. You can draw shapes, or you can just highlight the part of your screen that you're sharing. So by effortlessly adding these annotations to your screen, you can drive more engagement during your screen sharing sessions using Zoho Meeting. Another major update we released this year would be the end-to-end encryption in Zoho Meeting. So what is end-to-end encryption? Basically, in Zoho, we take data security very seriously, and we implement a range of measures to protect the user's data. We own and manage our own data centers, complying to global and regional private policies and geomirroring option for disaster recovery. Apart from these, security at various layers is implemented, like the account level authentication, session level privacy, organization level custom security, and the end to end encryption. So, the end to end encryption ensures that the data is encrypted by the sender, transmitted in encrypted form, and then decrypted by the intended recipient. So, no one in between, not even Zoho Meeting, can access the encrypted data. This ensures that the data is kept secure from any potential eavesdroppers. Another big release was our SDK that helped our users integrate our functionalities in any platform. Basically, the SDK will help the organizations build their own high quality video conferencing solution with Zoho Meetings, reliable audio, video, and core capabilities. So, we provide Video SDK to embed real time audio and video into users' own apps. So, you just have an application, use our APIs, and you just build the audio video in your own platform for seamless business collaboration. So some of our customers from education, training, and healthcare sectors who has their own application for their organization for various purposes. Maybe they will use it for their online training courses, or they will have an internal town hall. So whatever the different purpose may be, they have embedded the video SDK, and they have elevated the overall user experience. So now let's see the standout features of the webinar solution. So here you can see everything that is new in Zoho Webinar this year, 2024. We have released our on-demand webinar feature, the webinar chat functionality, join from mobile browser, which is no download from mobile browser for the webinar attendees. We have also launched the enterprise focused edition this year. So the on-demand webinars, with the on-demand webinar feature, you can provide pre-recorded sessions that your audience can access anytime, anywhere. So these webinars may be recordings of live session or any entirely new presentations that is crafted specifically for on-demand viewing for a particular audience. And you can just schedule it as an on-demand webinar by adding the recorded video, schedule a date, and just finish it. So anyone, the intended audience, can just go click on the link and watch it anytime later at their own convenience. And the registration process here is very simple and it is streamlined, ensuring that once registered, viewers get instant access to the uploaded videos, as you can see in this video. All right, so next we have our webinar chat functionality, or we also call it as a public chat in Zoho Webinar. So last year we have released chat between the organizer and the co-organizer. This is exclusively for the panelist members and speaker to have an internal discussion. And this year, we have added a public chat functionality for everyone in the webinar to collaborate. So this allows everyone involved in the webinar, including the organizer, the co-organizer, and attendees to communicate through the chat. And this displays messages from all the attendees for an interactive and inclusive discussions throughout the webinar. So next we have join webinars from mobile browser, which is basically no download, no application installation required for mobile apps as well. So they can directly click the link and join from any modern mobile browser. So this allows attendees to join webinars without installing any app on their mobile device. And this is already supported in web browsers for attendees. And this year, we have extended the no download feature for mobile as well. So like I said, this year we also introduced our enterprise focused edition. This is mainly designed to meet the unique needs of larger organizations. So it includes customizable branding features such as the domain personalization, where you can customize your domain and you can also tailor the email templates. For example, the templates that has been sent to the attendees post the webinar, pre the webinar, like before the webinar, the registration customizations by adding your own company logo, your company name, etc. So these are something which is available in the enterprise edition. And additionally, we provide a dedicated enterprise onboarding and implementation support to ensure the larger organizations have a seamless experience while onboarding the Zoho webinar product. So let's see some of the other updates that went live in 2024. So join before the host, which is an option that allows the participants to join a meeting before the host arrives. So this helps in facilitating smoother and more flexible meeting management. And this feature is available in both individual and organization levels. And the next one is show question to all option. The show question to all feature allows the webinar organizers to let attendees view both answered and the unanswered questions. And we have introduced the HD video resolution. So we now offer high definition video quality for your live sessions. And this supports resolutions up to 1080p. And next, we have a Zoho Work Drive integration with a Zoho Meeting. As you might be aware, Zoho Work Drive serves as a centralized platform for creating, storing, and sharing files. When integrating Zoho Work Drive with the Zoho Meeting, all your meeting recordings can be configured to save automatically to a designated folder within your Zoho Work Drive account. That's about the integration with Zoho Work Drive. So let's see what our customers in diverse industrial sectors say about Zoho Meeting and Webinar. So we've added a couple of testimonials from our customers that we got in 2024 for Zoho Meeting, and this is for Zoho Webinar. And we will also see the case study of McD. In this case study, you can see how Zoho Webinar drives McDonald's franchise recruitment with a 150% productivity surge. So based on use cases, webinars and virtual events are broadly adopted in these major areas. Say, for example, McD used webinars for their partner enablement and for their marketing campaigns. And interestingly, we also see our other customers making new initiatives like workshops, live events, and live concerts in the last couple of years. And here, let's see some of the usage insights and metrics of the meeting and the webinar solution. So we do see an year-on-year increase in the number of sessions in both meeting and webinar solutions. And with a 20% increase this year so far, we see more organizations adopting online meetings. And when we talk about webinar, the usage is on a steady growth in the last couple of years. The webinar sessions had a spike in 2020 due to the pandemic, which hit more than 1.2 million webinar attendees. And as you can see, similar to a meeting with a 29% increase this year, we see more organizations adopting the webinar solution as well. So some of the awards and recognition we got this year. So we've been consecutively recognized by Gartner and Constellation Research. So the Gartner for the meeting solutions and Constellation Research shortlist for virtual events and webinars. So now let's take a look at what's in store for 2025. So here's our roadmap. We have listed a few features we plan to roll out in the coming year. So we are coming up with waiting room functionality this is like enhancement for the participants where they will have a seamless experience before joining the meeting. We already have no download option for webinar attendees. Similarly, we are coming up with no download option in mobile browsers for the meeting participants as well. So currently, when a meeting participant joins from a mobile device, they have to install an application. So in our next update, we are planning to roll out the no download option for the meeting participants also. So they can simply click on the link and join the meeting directly without installing any application. So we are bringing in the AI infusions moving ahead, and we will have some smarter meetings, which include the action item tagging for automated follow-up. And we are coming up with meeting highlights using AI. And we're also coming up with sentiment analysis and tone detection. So these are some of the AI features we are working on currently. To elaborate, the meeting highlights will basically gives the key takeaways in a quick and digestible format through recording highlights. And the follow-up task where AI-enabled action items to take after the meeting, like smart scheduling of follow-up meetings or adding task list from the meeting discussions that was done. So all these will be done in the follow-up task feature. And when it comes to the tone detection and sentiment analysis, AI to detect the tone of the conversation happened during the meeting and analyze the participant engagement sentiment in real time based on the meeting transcript. And this allows the presenters and admins to see whether the participant's current sentiment rating is positive, it's neutral, or negative. So all these are lined up in our roadmap. And next we have the registration customization option in webinar, where you can add colorful backgrounds to your registration page. You can have a particular theme, add everything about your the webinar speaker, their photo. So there are a lot of things happening in the registration page customization. And currently we support live streaming in YouTube. And similarly, we are working on supporting the live streaming on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. So this is expected to release pretty soon in the next major update itself. And for trainers who are looking to get paid for the webinars that you take, we are coming up with paid webinars next year. So we are integrating payment gateways to our platform so that trainers, educators can make use of it. You can just host paid webinars and make the attendee pay for it. So that's in our pipeline. And on the integration part, we have third-party integrations lined up with Zapier, HubSpot to connect more apps and enhance your collaboration experience. All right, now it's time for some questions. Please let us know if you have any questions about any of the features I've mentioned today or anything you would like to know about Zoho Meeting and webinar solutions. And once again, thank you all for joining today's session. I hope you found it both useful and informative. And as a follow up, you will be receiving the recording of this session so you can revisit it at your own convenience later. Once again, thank you for being here, and I wish you all a wonderful and prosperous New Year 2025.